Hey guys, Mountain Prepper here. First YouTube video. Yes, I know I drink cheap beer, but hey, you just rent beer anyway, right? So, screw it. Um, First of all, I just want to say the reason that I started this channel, well, there's several reasons, but the main reason is because I woke up, as some have put it on here, and I realized that um, there's probably some bad stuff that's going to happen. And those of you that don't think there's something bad going to happen in the near future, I think you're living in a fairy tale world. And yes, America's the greatest country on the planet, but it can happen here too, guys. And looking around at what's going on in the world, we're not immune to it. So, with that being said, I think that anybody, no matter where you live, what kind of house you live in, or what kind of area you live in, um, should be thinking about what's going to happen if some bad stuff happens to me or my community, and I'm stuck at my house for an extended period of time. How am I going to deal with that? What kind of scenarios am I going to find myself in? What kind of equipment am I going to need? Um, what am I going to have to do to ensure my safety and the safety of my family? And also, what kind of preparations do I need to make to help my neighbors? Because I think that's very important. You know, you guys that are interested in the prepping style, and that's what it is. It's a lifestyle. Um, you need to make concessions for not just yourself and your wife and your kids, but you got to think about other people in your community because you know if something really bad happens, people are going to come to you. People are going to be looking for help, and you're going to have to make some hard decisions. And you know, it's something you need to think about beforehand. Um, anyway, I'm not trying to ramble here, but I was I really woke up because a friend of mine um, did some contract work after Katrina, and he was down there for quite a while, and he told me some of the stuff that was going on, and you know, basically told me it wasn't the teddy bears and lollipops type of story that they like to portray on CNN and MSNBC and that kind of stuff. He said there was a lot of really, really bad things going on down there, and a lot of people that otherwise are good people that did a lot of bad things. Well, in order to survive, because they were unprepared for a situation like that. And I don't blame those people. I'm not saying that, I'm any better than them or that you're any better than them. But I feel like it would be irresponsible on my part if knowing that I didn't prepare for a situation where I didn't have to put myself in a scenario where I had to hurt someone else in order to feed my kids or you know whatever it is. Um, so that's kind of what woke me up, and I decided I was going to really do my best to do the prepping thing. But I really was not very educated as to what all it entailed and the kind of the system and all that. So I come on YouTube here and I started looking at some of the pages, and I've had some great ideas from some of these guys. And I just want to give a quick shout out to those guys who have inspired me to do this. And I think it's something that I'll probably do for the rest of my life. Um, and those guys are Yankee Prepper. Just he's awesome. I mean, if you guys haven't seen his page, I'm sure you have. But if you haven't seen his page, man, the guy is he's awesome. And you just watch his videos, and he's so analytical, and he just gets down to brass tacks, and I like that a lot. He's not gonna throw a bunch of BS at you. He's just gonna tell you, you know, the best way to go about things, and I really like that. And he's kind of funny too. But that guy's great, and the Road Warrior. I like the Road Warrior a lot. Um, he makes great videos. I think he makes great videos, and he doesn't think inside the box. He's everywhere. You watch his videos, man. He's all over the place, which is very entertaining, and he also knows what he's talking about. Um, and those two guys, I think, for me, um, have helped me a lot and taught me, the things I need to prepare myself for, what I need to have with me, and that sort of thing. Um, I'm gonna take a drink of beer here. But anyway, a little background about myself. I was born and raised southern West Virginia, and in my area, the main um, SHTF or whatever you want to call it, disaster situation that is a threat to me and my family is a terrible flood. Now, we have a lot of flooding here, and we've had a lot of people killed in floods. We've had a lot of people stranded in their homes for long periods of times with floods. And so that's something that really is is an everyday threat for us. And I started looking at that kind of stuff, and I thought, if we were to have a terrible flood tomorrow, if the Ohio River crested like it did in '97, I think it was, um, and I was stuck at my house for 3 weeks, what am I going to do? You know, what's going to happen? I don't have that much food here. I don't have that much water here. I got two small kids now. What you know what's going to happen? So I decided instead of sitting around and hoping it doesn't happen, I'm going to prepare for the day it does and hope it doesn't. Um, like my friend was telling me that was down in Katrina or in New Orleans when Katrina hit. Um, you know, doesn't take very long in a really bad situation for civilization to kind of break down, and it becomes every man for himself. And like I said, some good people had to do some bad things, and I'm hoping that I never have to deal with that. But if the day comes, I want to be ready for it, and for my kids more than anything, I will be ready for it. And I just want to say thanks, thanks for watching. Thanks again to all you guys out there that I've learned so much from, and keep your videos coming because they're really helping me. And I know I'm not the only guy out there that's really learning a lot from your videos, especially like I said, Yankee Prepper and the Road Warrior. Thanks, guys. And this is Mountain Prepper out for the first video. Thanks, guys. And remember, mountaineers are always free.